Happy Sunday. This is Bobby and JJ Radio. We have one of my favorite people on earth, Miss Haley Catlett. She's been in the real estate industry for a decade and a half. She's with us at the City View office on Huebner and I-10. Out of the gate, this girl got Rookie of the Year, Newcomer of the Year by the San Antonio Business Journal, Top 20, Platinum Top 50. She has just a tremendous amount of accolades, and she keeps on killing it year in, year out. And we have the luxury of hanging out with her today. So what's going on, girl?
Whoop, whoop.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So talk about Miss Haley Catlett. Talk about how you got into the industry and why.
Why?
Yeah, why is a better
Tell
question.
me why.
Yeah.
Well, I was selling my job before I got my license. I was selling some advertising for a real estate publication, which allowed me to get super involved in all the extracurricular activities because, as you know, as an affiliate, you have a lot of time to be active.
Sure.
And so I served on the board for Women's Council, National Association of Professional Mortgage Women. And I just started thinking, why don't I have my license? I mean, at a minimum, I can refer business out to agents and make some extra money that way. Well, I got fired after I got my license.
Well, that's weird.
Because you got your license?
Because I got my license.
Oh, wow.
So they forced you.
So I basically had a couple of job offers and decided to pursue the real estate path and see how I did.
Sure.
Both feet in, make it happen.
I like it.
And it worked out. It was funny because I was like, Lord, give me a sign. And literally at 8 a.m. I had a referral my first week in training from an agent in Virginia. So by the time I got my last paycheck for my advertising job, I closed my first deal 2 weeks later. There was no overlap.
I hate those. I never hear that story.
I know, because I was living under a bridge for a month.
Yeah.
I was looking for empty cars just to sleep.
And that was last month.
Yeah.
That was last month.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your goal? I mean, tell me what really separates you from your competition. I feel because I know that you really do have like this personal touch edge that I think that a lot of people don't know about.
I think people just appreciate how aggressive I am and the protection that I provide for them throughout a transaction. I'll always fight for my clients, and I'll always make sure the right thing is done on their behalf and others.
And I know you try to take a lot of the stress out of the stressful situation, which is real estate. And tell me how you do that. You feel.
Just by preparing them in the initial consultation on what to expect, preparing them for things to go wrong, and then handling them when they come up.
Talk about some of the things that do go wrong that these clients are not. And let's start with buyers. How do you prepare buyers, and what are you preparing them for?
Just basically take them through the whole entire buying process and prepare them of the pains that they will deal with during the lending process.
Right.
And just staying within communication, staying on top of.
Because it's abrasive. I mean, you got
to leave a limb in order to get a loan.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they are giving you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's one of the hurdles. The other hurdle is definitely inspection. So that's
right. Preparing them that there's going to be a gazillion things on an inspection, and I'm going to help them figure out what to focus on so they get the most expensive items taken care of.
Big ticket stuff.
Right.
And then weeding through what's really a deal killer or should be a deal killer and what isn't a deal killer.
And I always let them know if they're scared of code issues that we can go look at new construction.
For sure, because they'll have up to code is just going to be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you don't mind spending more, we got something
and when
for
it
you.
changes every 4 years, pretty much, it's very difficult if you're buying a house from the 60s and demanding that it's up to code.
Yeah,
it's not realistic.
Definitely not. So what about, but you kill it with listings, you kill it with sellers. So walk me through the process. I hire Ms. Haley Catlett. What should I expect with you if I'm selling my house in San Antonio?
Like just as far as my process?
Sure.
Just the highest level of service, a great marketing strategy, and constant communication and follow-up.
When you walk into a house, when you go and meet with the seller, what are you looking for, and what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I mean, definitely you have to walk through, and I'm almost a little too harsh about it, but I won't list a property unless it's exactly how it needs to be before we go on the market.
How crucial is that?
I mean, it's everything.
Is there options?
99% of people see their homes on the market before they walk through them
with
online.
the internet, they have total access to everything that's available. So if it don't look 100% perfect, they might just skip it.
Yeah.
Well, and I always stress the importance of, like, right now it feels super sterile and cold, which is what you want for pictures. Mm-hmm. So after we take pictures, then we can warm it back up and put your stuff back in here. And showings it's another deal. For
sure. So. And now you're getting into a different game. I want to talk about briefly. So you're going into homes and you're remodeling them, and then talk about that a little bit. What you've been doing lately.
Well, yeah. So I went to lunch at the Cookhouse over in Tobin Hill.
I love that place.
And I walked outside, and there was this for sale by owner across the street. And I walked in, and I said, "Oh, let's do this." And it was a house built in 1910, and it was a 2-1 with a scary back house, and I represent some builders. And so one of the builders I represent basically walked me through and taught me how to build walls. I demoed the whole thing, reconfigured it from a 2-1 to a 3-2, and then a back house with a kitchenette and bathroom.
Wow.
So it was super fun. A lot of work, but really, really cool.
So what are you doing this weekend? Because I need to blow out a wall. And
I can do it. I can do it.
You seem feisty enough. You probably don't even need a sledgehammer too. You just kind of kick it up.
Just
I like it.
my head, since it's so hard.
Yeah,
you know?
you are hard for sure. So when people that are listening right now, so you're gonna go. You're also on the side making sure that you're. So these are for personal investments for you, correct?
Yeah, that's how it started. But I'd love the opportunity to, teach people how to go through this process and even take it a step further and maybe help them reconfigure and design, maybe contract it, and then either hold it, or Airbnb is a new thing that I've been very successful with my one in Tobin Hill that I've done.
Yeah, because everyone thinks they're investors now, right?
No,
but unless you've really done it, gone through the process and see what you can,
exactly.
The things that actually come up in the process, you're probably gonna lose a ton of money.
I think the biggest thing with these investment groups is they don't warn people about what happens when you knock down the wall.
Yeah. And what they're going to
It's going to cost $30,000 to redo this until you knock down the wall, and it costs $60,000 because of the major problem that you didn't see.
Right. Yeah. So for consultation, everyone needs to get a hold of my girl. Either if you're buying houses or you're going to buy a house, list your home, trying to get top dollar, or even try to invest, you need to call Ms. Haley Catlett at 210-789-0932. Again, that's 210-789-0932. I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.